You will hear people talking in 8 different situations. For questions 1 to 8, choose the best answer A, B or C. 1. You hear a woman on the radio talking about a politician. What is her opinion of the politician? A. He can be trusted. B. He keeps changing his mind. C. He is not like other politicians.
Well, I read about that speech he gave yesterday about the state of the country, and I thought he had a point. I was quite surprised to find that I agreed with a lot of what he was saying, because I haven't been very impressed by him in the past. But they're all the same, really, aren't they? They just say what they think people want to hear. He'll probably be saying something different in a few weeks, if that seems like the right thing to do. It's hard to know what he'd really do if people voted for him, because he seems to have a different opinion every time he makes a speech.
2. You hear a woman talking about a song. What does she say about the song? A. The performer didn't write it. B. It has been recorded by lots of other performers. C. It deserves to be more popular.
Oh, I really like that song. I guess it's the one that most people associate him with because it was such a big hit. I think he's written lots of great songs, but in fact, that's not one of his own. Most people don't know that because so many of his songs have been done by other people, and he's considered to be a really good songwriter. It's a shame some of those songs aren't as well known. They're just as good, if not better.
3. You hear 2 characters talking in a radio play. Where are they? A. In a hotel. B. At home. C. At an airport.
Wow, that was some journey.
Yeah, I thought we'd never get here. All those delays.
Well, it's nice to be back. Travelling's great, but I always like the bit when I'm back surrounded by all the familiar things.
Well, it's not quite as luxurious as the room we've been in for the past fortnight.
No. And all that time not having to cook our own meals was great.
Yes. Well, it's over now. Back to reality. Come on, let's get the bags sorted out.
4. You hear a writer talking on the radio about criticism. What is his attitude to criticism? A. He rarely pays attention to it. B. He thinks about it. C. He gets upset by it.
Criticism? Well, you certainly get plenty of it in my game. The key is not to be too sensitive to it. Even if I get a really negative review, I never let it get me down. That's not to say that I never read reviews of my work. Lots of people say they never do, but I don't believe them. No, I tend to see if there's anything I can learn from it, work out whether the reviewer's got a point about something I've written that I haven't noticed. If that's the case, I take it on board. If not, I dismiss it as a load of rubbish.
5. You hear someone talking about learning to play a musical instrument. What is her main point? A. Everyone should learn an instrument. B. Some instruments are harder to learn than others. C. She wishes she could play an instrument.
Yes, when I see people playing really well, it fills me with envy. It must be fantastic to be able to do that. I had a few piano lessons years ago, but I couldn't get anywhere with it, so I just gave up. And I tried learning the guitar too. I thought that might be easier. But in fact, the opposite was true, and I was even worse at that. It's a shame. These days there are so many chances to learn, so many books on the market, and so many teachers offering lessons. But I guess it's just not for me. It's a real regret, though, because I look at other people and think, if only I'd kept having those lessons, I might be able to play like that.
6. You hear two people talking about a reality TV program. What do the two speakers agree about? A. There are too many programs of that kind. B. It won't be as good as other programs of that kind. C. It will be very popular.
I see there's another reality TV series starting tonight about people who exchange jobs. Sounds good.
Yes, I've seen the adverts for that. I think I'll be giving it a miss, though.
Really? Oh, I really like that kind of thing. I like watching ordinary people and how they react in different situations.
Yes, I know you do. But there are just so many programmes like that. I can't be bothered to watch another one.
Well, I suppose you have a point. There are an awful lot of them. Even I don't feel like watching them all the time, but this one sounds fascinating.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
7. You hear someone talking about a sports stadium. What does he say about the stadium? A. It's difficult to get to it. B. It can be hard to get tickets for it. C. It has replaced another stadium.
I've only been there once, just after it opened, but I was very impressed. It's certainly a big improvement on the original one, which was practically falling down. I went there lots of times and it wasn't great. But this place has been a big success, I gather, with crowd numbers up all the time. In fact, it's quite a long way outside the town, and people have to travel further to get there. But it's got lots of parking close by, and that's actually made it more appealing to people. Mind you, it's never full, so if you want to go to a game there, you shouldn't have much trouble.
8. You overhear a manager talking to an employee at work. What is the manager doing? A. Accusing her of doing something wrong. B. Sympathizing with her about a problem. C. Apologizing for a mistake.
Ah, Jenny, could I just have a quick word with you?
Yes. No problem, I hope.
Well, actually there is. I've just had a complaint from a client. He says you were rude to him on the phone.
What? Me? Who said that?
Well, I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear it was Mr. Butler.
Oh, him. He's always really horrible.
Yes, I know he can be very difficult, and I appreciate how hard it is to deal with him.
And now he's complained about me. Oh, I've always done my best to help him.
Yes, I know. Look, next time he rings, just put him straight on to me.
OK.